Hey, this is Eric with programwitheric.com, and today we're going to talk about Aurelia and building Aurelia and using Gulp with it. So if you've seen before and you've been following around with the screencast, in the past I've been just running this HTTP command to run our server, and it works fine, but it'd actually be nice if I could run a server in the background, have something reload every time something changes, something like browser sync, if you guys are familiar with that. And there's quite a few ways to do that. You can set up different streaming packages, task runners. We're going to go ahead and use Gulp. So to get started here, we'll first make sure that we have Gulp installed. So we have to do Gulp install -tac-g Gulp, but I already have it installed. But that's how I do it if it was installed. And by convention, we need to create a gulp file.js file. And I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste some code in here that does everything we need, and then I'll just go over it quickly what it's doing. Okay, so here's all it requires for Gulp. And then we have our app root, output root, we have some paths, some compiler options. Since we're using Babel, we have to make sure we set our decorators, everything, our class properties inside here. And then we have different tasks that we have set up. This clean task basically deletes everything in our output folder. We have a build system task, and this is what does everything we needed to do with ES6. It creates this, it does all the conversions for us, and it takes care of everything. Then we have a build HTML file, and this copies the HTML files to our output directory. And we have a task called build, which runs the clean, the build system, build system, that is. And then a nice option is the serve. This is where we're going to use browser sync to set up a server and port 9000. We'll go ahead and change that to 4200. Makes it a little easier for me. And we have report changes, and then we have this Gulp task watch, which builds everything and then runs the browser sync. So that's that. And I'll go ahead and include this file in a gist in the show notes so you can take a look at it. Eventually all this will be on GitHub, I just haven't put it up there yet. So the next part is we'll have to actually get everything installed, which will take a little bit of time. So I'll go ahead and run some commands. Of course, we're going to need JSPM, so we'll run that. Okay, great. Everything's installed, so now we should be able to run Gulp watch. And I ran it clean, it built the system, it's serving it. So now we can check to see if it worked. Reload it. You can see now it's connected to browser sync. See it loading everything, great. Looks like it works. So a nice thing about this is now that since this is running, I can go to a new window here and go back into my server. And if I were going into my source, let's say I was going into welcome HTML, I was going to change that first name to first name colon. I saved it. You can see the browser sync noticed the change, and now it added the change to it. So now I can make changes on the fly, browser sync's doing its thing, and I don't have to worry anything. So this is just a quick tutorial on how to get Gulp up and running. Like I said, I'll include all the configuration inside the show notes inside the description below. And if, by the way, if you want some more information about Aurelia, I do have a Aurelia cheat sheet you can just go ahead and click on the link below to get that. And also, don't forget I have an Ember.js Cookbook. If you're into other frameworks like Ember.js, you can download it and buy it from the link below. Thanks.